Today we're going to talk about Alexandria Lakes State Recreation Area, which is located near the small town of Alexandria, Nebraska. This is a map of Nebraska, and if you see my fingers down here at the bottom, that's about where it's located. On Nebraska 53, the recreation area is about a mile east of Alexandria. Now, if you're thinking of getting supplies in Alexandria, forget about it. Very small farming community with no commercial district whatsoever. If you need supplies or anything, you're going to need to stop in Fairbury, which is approximately 7 to 10 miles southeast of Alexandria. And there is a back way to get from Fairbury into Alexandria and the recreation area. If you're going cross country, I would definitely recommend using GPS to get from Fairbury up to Alexandria recreation area. However, you could also kind of just follow the Union Pacific Railroad, runs directly from Fairbury to just south of Alexandria recreation area. However, there is no road that parallels the railroad. You have to do this number on the local road. So if you're not comfortable with that, or you don't have good GPS or mapping, I would suggest looping up and around to Alexandria and then come east on Alexandria on a very local Nebraska highway. It's like 506A or something. I don't know. Anyway, go to Alexandria, the little village, and then look for a road going east. There are good signage here. Look for the brown sides, and they'll point you in the direction. Alexandria Recreation Area is essentially a full service recreation area. I wouldn't say there is completely the same some of the state parks or some of the other recreation areas I've seen. I'd also recommend the western part of the recreation area because that's where the most modern facilities and the only flush toilets in the park are located. So what does Alexandria Lakes have? Electric hookups and water taps. Most of the toilets are vault. There are no showers. Fires are allowed, but it seems to be at only some of the sites. Because this recreation area is somewhat remote and out of the way, it's not really that very crowded. We passed through Alexandria, so I can talk for this one from firsthand experience. Yes, the railroad's just to the south, and yes, there is a crossing. You're going to hear train noise at night. But I really liked this campground. Unlike a lot of Nebraska, which is just flat, open plains, this had a lot of trees and it's fully grassed. So I think tenting would be really nice here. The structures, as in the facilities, look like they're in very good shape. They're not new, but they seem to be well maintained and cleaned regularly. There are 2 large lakes. However, there are not a lot of marsh, so I think you're still going to get some mosquitoes here, but it's not as bad as some of the other places. The prices, well, they're not. It's not cheap or free because it is a state recreation area. The sites for a basic site is $15, which comes with a picnic table and grass, to $30 for a full hookup. And there aren't that many. There's about 25 sites that have electric. However, in addition to the camping fees, there is a usage fee here, of which currently is $12 a day as of 2020, and it will go up each year. So if you want a basic site, it's going to cost you $25 without anything. Now, it still will get you a bolt toilet or use of a flush toilet. But if you need it at your site, you're going to be closely paying more $40 to $50. That's private full service campground prices there. And there are no showers here or laundry or anything else. I should mention, as I said earlier, Alexandria has no services as a commercial. However, in the park, believe it or not, I was totally surprised. They have a concessionaire food stand, and I was amazed. They're actually open in the wintertime. So in the summertime, I'm pretty sure that you can get food 7 days a week, and the hours seem to be pretty standard, 12 noon to about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. That's pretty darn good. Menu's limited. We're talking hamburgers, hot dogs, and sandwiches. But it's food. And the prices are really reasonable. At least the ones I saw, it was like $6 a hamburger. Might be a little more now, but even if this information is a little dated, that's really reasonable compared to a lot of the other places where I see, same sort of stuff, fare being charged $10 to $12. So how would I rate this? Well, first, there are two camping areas. There is the main camper area where you come in immediately into the entrance of the park. And then if you wind around both of the lakes to the western part, is the full service stuff. The full service stuff has the full hookups, electric and water, and the flush toilets. If you stay in the original camping area, that has the vault toilets. It still has water available out of a pump. Few mosquitoes, remote. Does have a food stand. More pluses than minuses. So I'm going to give this one an 8. And the only reason I'm going to give it an 8 instead of a 9 is because there is no gas. There is no grocery store anywhere near here for quite a few miles. On the other side, the remoteness means it'll be very, very quiet, provided you don't get a load of trains during the night. And that's kind of up and down, and it is main line. I'm not going to say this is a fantastic gem. I think it is an undiscovered campground, and I think it's really worth staying here if you're traveling on the Oregon Trail or you're through southern Nebraska. I think this is a very good choice, but I can't say it's a fantastic one. But I think good and very good is worth it.